Hi everyone, it's Lisa here. So I am here today with my video for the embossing challenge. This was a challenge put out, I believe, by Raman's Nursing Journey is what I want to say. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But her challenge was to do embossing. And I don't know if she meant like embossing powder or like dry embossing within like an embossing folder. So I just kind of like took it whichever way I could think of. So I'm taking this Donna Downey stencil. I think it's called Changes. I can't remember what it's called. And I'm putting it on vellum. Oh, that was the other part of the challenge, is to emboss on vellum. So I'm taking that stencil and I'm just pouncing with a sponge some Versamark and just kind of, hitting wherever I can with the Versamark over top of that stencil. And I just used some washi tape to stick it down just because I didn't want to have the stencil lift off. So I'm just going to peel that up. Can't really see it right now, but you're going to be able to see in a minute. When I sprinkle the gold embossing powder all over it, you'll be able to see that really, really pretty stencil. So this is some Judykins metallic gold embossing powder. It's really pretty. I'm almost out of the American Crafts gold embossing powder, and I couldn't find it, so I just grabbed the first gold I seen. So just sprinkling it on, and then I'm just going to take my heat gun and I'm going to start embossing it. So if you guys have any more challenges, don't forget to leave them in a comment, because even though if Sandra's gone and we can't get to it in time, we definitely will do it on our Sunday challenges, so make sure you do that. And then, oh, here you can just see I'm embossing on the vellum. So be careful when you're embossing, because if you're too close, you'll warp your paper or burn it. Vellum's very, very sensitive, I guess. So here I'm just trimming off all that extra space around all that embossing. And then I found this, I think it's from the Style Board collection from Maggie Holmes. It's this wood grain paper. I really love it. And Sandra brought this, I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called something Market. Street Market, or Market Street or something like that. And I decided I was going to kind of go monochromatic with this. I'm just going to let the picture take the main focus of the page. So my colors are just going to be gold and cream. So it's very monochromatic, but I really love the effect of it. So there's a lot of these papers in this collection that are like cream and gold. So I just trimmed down my picture just a little because I wanted to frame that picture on that paper. So I just cut off, I think it was like maybe ½ an inch of the top of that photo. So it's not like a true 4x6, but your eye doesn't really know that it's not a true 4x6. So I'm just chopping that down a little bit. And then I'm going to stick it on top of that vellum. And behind that vellum, I have a gold and cream stripe. So that that paper, you can't really see it through. You can, but you can't. So it kind of like makes your eye go, wow, I want to see what's behind there. It's really pretty. I love that. So then again, I'm just looking through some of those pieces of the sticker sheets and everything else that she brought. So I just want to see what else I can use. So I'm just starting to stick some things down. I was going to add a touch of color here, so I was just asking Sandra for her opinion, and she's like, nope, just go with the gold. So yeah, I found this scrap piece of paper, and it looks like lace, so I'm just going to cut, a couple strips off of it. Like I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm just going to tuck it in behind that photo. I'm just trying to mess with the placement here, and I don't really like that. So you're going to see me, I'm going to just cut it in half, and then I'm just going to layer it right underneath that other piece of paper there. And it's just going to give another texture of that gold behind that photo. Just gluing that down. And then I'm just putting glue wherever the back of the picture is. I don't want to put it on the other part of the vellum because I don't want you to see where I put the glue. So, and then of course I have to put some gold lame on here. So sprinkling some gold lame, and very, very, very bravely not covering up my photo. So thank goodness it didn't bomb. And then I found this sticker from the sticker collection, and it's got this heart on there and just a touch of teal. That's the only color that there's on here. And then there's a whole bunch of like these colored brads from the collection, but there was only one that was kind of like this gold color. So I went to my stash and I was looking for other colors that would work. So I think I used some of the Fifth and Frolic ones. These are like really old, so I'm just going through them, punching, like picking out colors that kind of go, and you can see like some of them do have like a blue or whatever color tone to them, but when you're looking at the page as a whole, all you see is like that gold rim of those brads. So I just sprinkled a few brads all over the place, which yay, I use brads, so that's good for me. Just sticking that sticker down. And then I'm pulling out these chipboard pieces. There's a couple gold pieces, and I was gonna put that banner piece down, but I didn't really care for how it looked, and I tried to make it go, but no. There's that gold button, and then there was a gold heart. So I can't remember which one stayed. I think I put that gold heart on, and the other ones I didn't use. And then there was these huge flare pieces, and oh, it's Market Street. I don't remember if I said that was the name of the collection, but it's called Market Street. And these are really big flare. So this one says "Be Happy," and it's got that pin, so you can like pin it onto your coat or sweater or something like that. So I actually tried pulling it off and it didn't work. So I'm just going to put some foam pieces in between that little, I don't know what you call it, like the needle part of the pin, and just make it stick on the page. And then it draws, you kind of have that flow from the top left to the bottom right now. So you have two bigger elements on the top and bottom of the sides of that picture. So it draws your eye across. So I found these gold thickers. They're super old. They're in my collection and they're chipboard. And I'm going to make an attempt to spell finally and spell it wrong. And then I'm going to have to like pull up one extra end and start over. So I'm going to see. And you can see how they're all messed up together. So I think because they're not stuck down great, I'm going to have to go back with some glossy accents and just stick it underneath, or some matte medium or something like that. And here's where I was debating on how you spell finally. So we had this big debate. I had to go over the computer and check it out. So anyway, while I'm talking, this picture is of Natasha's grad. And it's a really good picture of Natasha and Troy. And I'm going to journal about how, like they're brother and sister, so they don't get along like a lot. So it's kind of frustrating for me like that they don't get along, because I remember my brothers and sisters, our sister and I, we would get along, like not all the time, but we would just we would be able to go and hang out. One of us was always fighting. I mean, we're just brother, sister, that's all. But these two don't get along. And just in this last year, they are finally like hanging out, playing games together, talking to each other. Like, I'll catch them in a moment where they're actually like, talking and stuff like that. It's just like it's like, wow, finally, they're just starting to get along. So I don't know if that's because, Natasha's come to the realization that she's, moving away, or Troy has come to the realization that she's moving away. So anyway, but yes, I'm super glad. So that was what my journaling is about, is how, I've been waiting for this moment for them to finally get along. So that's why I have the title as finally. So if that makes sense. That's a very, very long explanation. I'm sorry. So I finished doing my journaling, and then I'm going to go back to that sticker sheet because, again, they have some gold stickers on there, and I use this hashtag, and I can't remember what I says. I think it's like greatest moment or best moment to remember or something like that. So I'm going to stick those down at the bottom of this page, and then I'm going to show you the close-ups of the layout, and then there's going to be pictures towards the end. So thank you everybody for watching, and make sure if you haven't checked out Sandra's page yet, check it out over on her channel, which is Oh Snap Gonzo. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.